Hi everybody, this is Connie coming at you with more exercises for yoga. A lot of the times what I see in my center is a lot of dysfunctions in our posture. And so we have to be postured so that all our nerve roots and all our lymphatic system, our immune system, everything has a good path of openness so that the communication is optimal, right, between the systems. Oftentimes we're so pain-ridden that we close down our bodies and we walk around like this just because we're just saddened down and in so much pain, right? So today, despite how you feel, I want you to raise your chin forward, open your collarbones, and then sit up nice and tall and have this be the proper posture. And this is something that is fundamental to everything that you do. So too often, I think we kind of create these postural dysfunctions, meaning that the left and the right side kind of wears out a little bit differently. It happens because of muscle memory and our motor patterning sort of like deviates to one side. And it's because we're one side dominant than the other. Very few of us are ambidextrous, meaning we can both use both hands. So if we're always right-handed, we're going to have a tendency to swing the right leg over, or vice versa, left leg over the other. Or when we're driving, right foot presses the gas pedal, right? So today I want to focus on some of those cultivating some awareness to the postures so that you can be optimal. And because when you're postured upright like this, feeling nice and open, it does switch a lot of positive neurotransmitters up here so that it kind of gives us sort of a dopamine rush and a little bit of an endorphin surge so that we can be in a better mood to handle the world or any other circumstance. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. If you can't sit like this, that's fine. Just loosely sit with one foot over the other, making sure that when you come to do this exercise again, that you can kind of switch the foot back and forth, right? Or you can sit on a block and support your bum on the block so that you can be a little bit raised so that your knees are a little bit more comfortable, okay? So these are your options. So if you're going to follow me, you can easily buy a block anywhere online. It's, I don't know, under $10. So it's probably a good idea to invest in two because a lot of us have mobility issues. So I'm going to utilize them a lot today and going forward as well. So sit up nice and tall. Raise your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back. Take a deep breath in as you do and pull them back. Inhale up and exhale back. And really keeping a chin forward and nice broad posture. Opening your shoulders up and back and really feeling the muscles in your shoulders sort of engage and pinching and really working to flush those toxins out of your shoulders where they tend to sort of accumulate. So then you want to raise your neck all the way down without slouching down, but sitting up nice and tall. Bring your neck down and gently move slowly and bring it up and look up and stretching these muscles here and then go down as you exhale and inhale, raise up and exhale down and inhale up and exhale down and inhale up. Now I want you to bring the right ear to the right shoulder and stretching this left side and come up to the other way. It's a nice idea to keep our spine bones kind of active and moving at all times because these muscles really take a beating. There are stress muscles. When we're in pain, especially those of you who have lupus and fibromyalgia together, those muscles tend to bunch up and create a lot of pain and toxins. Those are very common trigger areas. And then turn your head to the right and slowly come center, turn to the left and back. Turn to the right and to the left. One more time on each side, right and left. Good. So now I want you to come onto your hands and knees, and I want to make sure that you guys place your hand right under your shoulder joint, both of them, and knees stay right under your hip joint, right? So now all I want you to do is really tuck your tail slightly under, and that's going to activate your core a little bit. And if you can't feel anything activating in your core today, don't worry about it. Stick with me. I'll make sure that you do. That's one of the fundamental muscles or foundational muscles that I need you to have control over. So tucking your tail under slightly, keeping that tail tucked under, and really hollowing your belly to the spine. I want you to press firmly through the palms of your hands. My toes can be tucked or they can be flat. I'm going to choose to keep them tucked to activate my legs. I want you to press the floor away and round out my spine, and then just simply allow the shoulder blades or the area between the shoulder blades to collapse. And then I want you to push, 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 and inhale down, and then exhale. So all I want is this rounding of the spine and then collapsing between the shoulder blades. The motion is mostly in our shoulders, and I'm teaching you how to stabilize your shoulder girdle because those muscles never really get used very much. And so if you don't use it, then you lose it. And those are very essential muscles that you need to develop to facilitate or promote proper posture. And so collapse and push, 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 push. I'm already getting sore. It's a lot of pecs, a lot of traps, rhomboids, levators, all the shoulder girdles like your deltoids. Now I want you to wrap your biceps forward, triceps back, keep a slight bend in the elbows and back. Even though my muscles of the arm are not moving, they're having to stabilize. So they're active and they are contracted. So you want to make sure that you can feel that, right? So now I want you to kind of come into a hunched posture. So then don't let your shoulder blades just sink down, but keep them active by pressing firmly through the palms of your hands. And then from there, I want you to gently, pressing down on the left toe, lift the left knee up toward the ceiling and place it down. And then the right and back. And see if you can appreciate these tiny little movements and how they affect the core activation. So right and back. Oftentimes in yoga, you guys move through the posture so quickly that you forget that there's so much involved in the little tiny postural muscles that you get to engage. So I want you to really pay attention and get to know your body and really, really command them to be under your control. So I want them to activate whenever you command them to be in control, because oftentimes too many of us walk around, we can't really do certain things in yoga or tiny little movements to slow down because we've never really used those muscles in a while, right? So lift your left knee up and down and right. This time we're going to be brave. Press down firmly through your toes, right? Tuck your toes down under. Really round your spine. Don't lock out your elbows though. Don't sink between your shoulder blades, but press and then lift both knees up slightly and back down. Boy, that really kicks in those core muscles, right? So really tuck under. Don't let things pooch out, like don't let things hang down, but I want you to really contract them as if you have a corset from within. Wrap your biceps forward, triceps back, palms flat on the mat. Really activate, tuck your tail slightly under, lift your knees up and down, right? We're gonna do 8 more of those. Inhale to prepare and exhale. And down. Don't worry so much about just following me along, but really pay attention to the cues that I'm giving you. Wrap your biceps forward, triceps back. Press firmly through the palms of your hands. Press the mat firmly so that you activate the shoulder girdle muscles, and then tuck your tail slightly under, and then exhale, lift your knees up and down slowly. That's a lot. I'm getting really sore too. So we're going to do 4 more. Exhale and down. Inhale to prepare and exhale, lift and down. Inhale to prepare and exhale, lift and down. Last one. Inhale to prepare and exhale, lift and down slowly. And just kind of sit on your feet and shake your wrists out a little bit. Point the palms of your hands in front of you and then pull all fingers towards your body and just stretch the front side of your forearms here. You feel a good stretch there. Hold for a minute and then release. And then do this side. Pull palms facing forward and pull the hand, the whole fingers back towards your body and straighten your elbows. Don't create tension up here like this, but pull them down and nice and easy, breathe and back. And I know most of you sometimes have numbness and tingling down into your fingers. That's a nice good thing to do. And raise them over your head and just shake them out and give them a little bit of a relief, right? So after that, now what I want you to do is go ahead and come on your backs. I want you to kind of lie there with your knees bent. And then I want you to gently pick up your pelvis and then see if you can elongate the tailbone away and then press all spinal muscles. So really hollowing out your abs, draw the navel down toward the spine and just hollow it out. So bring your arms, the full length of the arm drawn down toward the mat. So if you were to imagine the scapula or the shoulder blades, the left shoulder blade tucks in the right jean pocket, and then the right shoulder blade tucks behind the left jean pocket. So it's sort of a crisscross sensation. So I want you to just, on your back, see if you can kind of make that happen without arching your back, right? Keep the top of your ribcage down, hollowing out your belly, and keeping all curvatures down because you're pulling the tailbone away from the crown of the head. What that does is allows breathing room for your spine. So when we're standing, most of the time we're not activating proper muscles. So they just get compressed day after day because of gravity, right? We're getting older, we degenerate. And on top of that, because of lupus, we've got a lot of inflammation in those joints and they like those joint spaces. So this is a good way for you to activate your core to kind of decompress naturally and kind of promote proper postural muscles to kind of kick in so that they carry over when you're standing against gravity so that your body is aware now like what muscles you're kicking in. So we're starting from the fundamentals because to me posture is everything. So press the shoulders down, crisscross shoulder blades in opposite jean pockets, lift your tailbone slightly and then pull them away and gently bring it down. So now pressing the full length of the arm, activating all the muscles in our shoulders. You're going to inhale to prepare and gently press down firmly through the soles of your feet and lift your bum or your pelvis up and gently place it down. Good. Inhale and exhale, lift and down. What I want you to remember is as you lift, when you exhale, try to pull the tailbone away from the crown of the head. So you're going to have to tuck a little bit, hollowing out your belly and down. You're going to start to feel all these muscles of your thighs and your gluteal muscles kick in and back. Don't do this for the sake of lifting. I see a lot of improper postures. Even if you do one, do it correctly so your body registers and utilizes all the muscles. You can do 100 times wrong way and gain nothing out of that. But you can do it 5 times really focused and you'll have a carryover effect in your nervous system so that it kind of understands what you're commanding your body to do. So learn with me. Be patient with yourselves. Anytime you come here and just act on it and engage with me or follow through at home, that's a win for you. So just keep that up. Again, as I said, pull the tailbone down, inhale and exhale, lift and down slowly. Slower the better. Inhale and exhale. Really feel those muscles at play and down. 3 more. Inhale and exhale, lift and down. Inhale and exhale, lift and down. Good job. Now what I want you to do is cross the right ankle over the left knee and pull the left knee up toward your chest and grab a hold of the left knee from behind and pull it towards you. And breathe and feel this stretch on the right hip. Those of you who don't have this room in your hip to do so, I want you to keep the feet flat or left foot flat, and then just on your back, still cross the right ankle over the left knee. Press the right knee away from you. See if you can feel that stretch into your right hip. Understanding where you should be feeling the stretch is important, and in this case, it's the right hip, because the right ankle is on top of the left knee, right? So holding it there, anytime we stretch, it's a good breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and exhale for about at least minimum 15 seconds. And we're going to slowly bring the right foot down on the floor and come back here. Then just swing your knees side to side just so you can reset those knees and bring them back again. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee, right? Those of you who have enough stretch here, you're just going to press the left knee away from you. Feel a good stretch in the left hip. That's enough. Don't overpress. Just enough to where you can feel a gentle press, right? So we're going to kind of document the progression. So over time, you'd be able to go a little bit more, or perhaps one day, you might be able to bring your right knee up towards your chest, grab a hold of it, like thread your left hand between your knees or between your legs, and then pull the right knee toward your chest from behind, trying to keep the left knee away from you, and it's an intense stretch into my left hip this time. Breathe, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Anytime a stretch makes you kind of tense up, that's a good indicator that you've gone a little too far. You should be able to take a deep breath in and out without feeling like you're holding your breath, right? So that's a good indicator. Hold and back down. Gently bring your left foot down, feet together. Rock your knees to the left. And then gently bring it back center, and then tilt them over to the right. Teeter-totter back and forth, like a windshield wiper with your knees, right? Let both knees to the left, making sure you're not tensing up in the shoulders or winding down to the right and to the left and to the right. Good. Bring your right knee up towards your chest and then the left, and see if you can bring them close to your chest. And if this is all you have, that's great. Those of you who do have a little bit more range, I want you to see if you can hug your knees close and pull them closer towards you. And see if you can flatten out all curvatures of your spine down on the mat, pulling the tailbone away from the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel them into your hips. And again, if you're having to hold your breath, that means it's gone too far. You're learning to connect with your body again. If all these things feel so foreign to you and uncomfortable, please keep coming back. They warm up to you and your body will thank you later. And you're going to be able to command control over your body like never before. It's a very, very empowering feeling, and that's what I want you to have. So I encourage you to keep coming back and don't get discouraged. Anytime you try and put the effort in, that's a win for you. So bring your knees up and gently just place the left foot down onto the mat
And then perhaps straighten the left leg all the way. And then you're going to gently bring this right knee, or grab a hold of this right knee from outside and pull it toward the left side so you have a little bit of a rotation. However way you can go, how far you can go. Maybe you're still up here and that's fine. And if that's the case, I want you to bend your left knee and then pull it towards you so that you can gently pull your right foot down. And if you don't have the range today, just kind of be here so that your spine has an opportunity to kind of learn a new motion that it didn't know it had. Because rotation is a great opener for your spine. But be very gentle with yourself, okay? Bring it back, center. Straighten the right leg all the way onto the mat. Bring your left knee up to your chest. Grab a hold of it. Now from the outside with your right hand, grab or gently bring your left knee across toward the right side of the body. And again, if you're uncomfortable, gently bend your right knee up. Go only as far as you can, gently bringing the left toes down onto the floor so you have some leverage where you have a little bit of a resting place. Take a deep breath in to your left lung this time and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Very good. Bring it back nice and gently. And see if you can straighten both knees up toward the ceiling. And see if you can just walk your feet and allow them to just straighten and extend, alternate them side to side. And then keep your feet up there and point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Just kind of getting all the blood to circulate back to your heart. Because oftentimes, I know sometimes we don't move as much as we should, right? And then from there, bend all the way. Place your feet down. Feet together, heel toe together, knees together. Now gently open your knees out to the side as you inhale and exhale. But you know what? I want you to remember the concepts that I taught you. Pull the tailbone down and away from the crown of your head. So if that takes you lifting your bum a little bit up and then placing them down again, hollowing your abs, inhale your knees apart like you're opening a book and close it. And see if you can make it so that you are kind of making your knees or the weight of your legs to kind of go through like a very viscous solution like honey. So there's a lot of resistance when you pull it out and away, and then when you pull it back in, there's a lot of resistance. So you're going to inhale out and exhale. Don't flop your knees back and forth. That's what most people do, or often we do when we're not thinking, we're not tuning into our body, but rather be really aware of your body and its motion in space. That cultivation and that awareness is what's going to set you apart so that you can be smart about your movement patterns and learn to tweak it so that it serves you long term. Just like our cars need alignment checks, we need to make sure we're constantly checking our alignment to make sure we're moving smoothly in all symmetrical motions that's available to us, right? Bring the knees together and then gently lie over to the left side, knees bent. Use your right hand and gently press up into a seated position. And finally, those of you who were supported by a block under your bum, place that there if you need. If not, if you're good here, loosely sit, whatever position that you had. If you can't sit like that at all, sit up like this, nice and tall, right? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And last one, inhale
and exhale. I hope today I've taught you to keep your chest open, pull your chin forward, and hold up your beautiful face so that the world can see you instead of sinking to the ground. Because when you look down, that's sort of where your spine goes, right? So be proud, be a rebel, and hold your shoulders back, chin forward, and show me some attitude and be postured for healing for yoga. I'll see you next time.